Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're July 4th weekend on a little bit of an adventure. We're over here in western North Carolina, currently at Rambling Roots Hostel, just here at in Wester near the NOC. But first time for me, we're going to be on the Appalachian Trail this weekend, doing about a 30-mile section starting at Fontana Dam and working our way back to the NOC. I'm excited. Never done any backpacking on the AT. It's been a long time coming, something I'm really excited about. Got in last night, got the Rambling Roots Hostel. It's been an amazing stay, awesome place. And we got some dinner last night. Slept pretty good. Got the pack just packed up, everything ready to go. And we're gonna chill out for a little bit before we get a shuttle over to Fontana and work our way back. All right, guys, just made it to Fontana Dam. Just got dropped off by Bucky from Rambling Roots, and quick bathroom break. Bathroom's overflown, not good. Can't call anybody, no service. But yeah, just getting squared away. Getting there to get the pack on. We got a nice 3.5 mile climb.
You ready to hit the trail, baby? Yeah!
We're about to have some fun. So this is my first time on the AT. Buddy here's hiked Georgia already, so he's I got some catching up to do. But we'll get there one day. But anyway, 3.5 mile climb up, coming out of Fontana Dam, heading Sobo, working our way back to the NOC next couple of days. It's gonna be fun. Weather's great right now. It feels great, so hopefully it doesn't get too hot, because nobody likes hiking in hot weather. But about to start this climb, get it going. All right, a little bit of an update.
Yeah.
Climbing 1.3 miles so far. Ain't been too bad.
Feels good, man.
Yeah. I think just the way geography works, everyone tries to get away from the river valleys. Just the land's steep. It's just natural. There's a good YouTube channel, the Geo Models. Go watch him. He does a lot of Appalachian stuff. His videos are kind of addicting. But we just making our way up, about 1.35 in. So after that first half mile or so, it's been pretty tame, just kind of gradual, and you hit a little bit of sections, kind of like now. Get a little steep, but weather's amazing. It's a lot better than being down on the flatland where it's 100 degrees. It's pretty cool up here this morning, so just enjoying that. Hiking uphill, because most people, they don't film their uphill hikes, so I'm gonna be different. I think our first stop is a water source about 1.5 miles ahead, and keep on plugging away. All right, so we just stopped and took our first break of the day, about 1.8 in, halfway up the climb. Getting some snacks in, getting hydrated. Still got about 1.2 miles up to the water source and get some more water. So trying to do a better job drinking this time around. Didn't do a great job last trip I was on. May or may have not almost passed out. So we're trying to do about 2 liters every 3 miles, especially if it gets hot up here. So still pushing, getting ready to, staring at my next climb. So we got a little bit of fuel in us now, so we'll be good. All right, I think we're getting pretty close to the top. Just made it up to Walker Gap, 3,450 feet. So climb hasn't really been that bad once you get up here. When it's in the hindsight, it's like, oh, that wasn't so bad. You kind of forget how bad it sucked, huffing and puffing, but honestly, I don't think it was that bad. So we're on our way to a shelter, probably 2.5 miles. Good spot to take a lunch break. Just got some water a little bit ago. Man, guys, I'm happy right now. A lot better mood than what I was in yesterday. If y'all work the real world, you know what I'm talking about. So, partner's making fun of me. I guess I'm crying about something. But yeah, weather's beautiful. It's cool. July, but it feels great. So, pushing along. Just glad to be out here. All right. Well, we made it to the first shelter. Get out my shop. Anyway, Cable Gap. by the way, not Carver.
It's not.
It's cable.
I'll put
cable.
it down in the YouTube.
Yeah, it's cable gap.
It's cable gap.
Some people have a hard time with technology. It's okay.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
why I go to far out. Put it in there with big stars.
Yeah. Anyway, we're about halfway through the day. I think it's around 1 o'clock. About 6.3 miles to the next shelter. We get there before 5. That'd be cool. Yeah, I just came down after a big climb out of Fontana. Came down about 1.5 miles, back down to the shelter. A little bit of a climb up out of here. And looks like kind of just a little bit of a meander, the final push of the day. So, chilling. Got the Thurston chair there. That's a joke. Drinking plenty of water, food. Doing a lot better on hydration today. Feel pretty good. But might even catch me a nap here real quick. Just finished up our break at Cable Gap Shelter. Kind of the midpoint for the day. Drank some water. Utilized the amenities. Privy. Yeah, snacks, water. Laid down for a little bit. Just kind of resting. Middle part of the day now. It's about 2 o'clock, so hardest part of the day. Still not that bad. I mean, we're in the shade, and I think it was only going to top out about 88, 89 today. So it's a lot cooler than what it was last weekend when I was out doing a day hike. It was heat index over 100. So I feel great right now. And feel a little re-energized after that break. Got a little over 5 miles to camp. So we got really one big climb here coming up. I think we're about to come up to Cable Creek Gap. Dirt road crossing. And then we'll start our ascent up the mountain. It's not too bad. I think it's about 500 feet over a mile. So I've probably had worse. But when we get to the top of that climb, then kind of ride some up and downs, little up and downs the rest of the way. And yeah, I'm thinking we'll get into camp at a decent time and just hang out for the evening. It'd be nice to get there early, just hang out. I've been craving my dinner all day and trying to figure out if I'm gonna have fettuccine Alfredo from Peak or I think it's pasta a la vodka with chicken from ReadyWise. But I love pasta, so that's typically what I carry backpacking. But let me know which one you think I'm gonna eat the first night, because I don't have a clue. But I just heard a car, so we must be getting pretty close to this road down here. And keep pushing on. So just made it down to Yellow Creek Gap, waiting on my hiking partner. Drink some water. Got a little bit of a climb now. We just left the shelter a mile ago, so I believe we go up this gravel road behind me. I think we're about to find out. But yeah, I think about 500 foot over the next mile. Kind of the last, hopefully the hardest thing we got to do today. Middle of the day, a little warm, but it's not that bad. Stay in the shade, you'll make it. Push it on to Brown Fork Gap Shelter. What we see here is a hiker in his natural habitat. How was that?
It was awesome.
All right, well, we made the climb up out of Yellow Cable Gap. I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember some of these names. Anyway, we're pushing probably about 4 miles to camp now. Might have a little view right here, which is nice because I'm getting a little hungry. Nope, not really a view. Maybe in the wintertime, but not right now. So we're, yeah, about 4 miles from camp. Not sure exactly what time it is, but we got plenty of time. Get there with 2 or 3 hours of daylight left, and that'd be nice to hang out, just get everything set up. And, you know, holiday weekend, July 4th. Happy 4th to everyone. Well, you know, probably, I would say we probably have some folks there, so Might be able to hang out, talk with some folks, just kind of chill. But yeah, staying pretty cool today. And weather's not too bad. I think high 88, 89. And it got a little hot there around the middle of the day, 1, 2 o'clock, but I feel pretty good right now. So I'm pretty happy. Starting to feel a little fatigued, 8 miles in. That's expected, it's about normal. So we pushed these last 3.5, 4 miles to camp. And I'm gonna eat me something, a little snack. Probably why I feel a little sluggish. Hitting the calorie wall, haven't really just been snacking all day. Cody Gap. Still got about 3 miles to camp, but we're gonna sit right here for a little bit. Take a pack off break. So hadn't had the packs off since the shelter we were at for lunch. So it's only about 4 o'clock. So probably be at camp around 6:30. It's fine. But take a little break here, take a breather, drink some fluids, maybe some snacks. Weather's just beautiful. It's cooled down so much. Breezy. Wow. It's awesome. Just made it to Hogback Gap. Getting a little windy, starting to hear some thunder. Still got about 2 miles to camp, so yeah, I hope the weather holds out. Well, we finally made it to our first view of the day. I have no idea what body of water that is, but we just hit a little mini rock climb, popped out on this ridge, completely exposed, and yeah, I think it's the first time we've got to look at something today, and it was worth it. It's nice to be rewarded with a view after a climb.
Maybe that was it.
All right, good morning. Didn't video a whole lot last night once we got to the shelter. It was one of those, I'm tired, let's eat, and basically go to bed. I think we were at least, yeah, probably in the hammocks by like 9:30. So anyway, got to the shelter last night, ate some food, got some water, got the hammock set up. Pretty comfortable, and slept okay. Slept with no pain, which is great. Sleeping on the ground, pain. Hammock, no pain. But it's about 6:50. Packing up, probably get some water, and hit the trail. Not too much, a little shorter day today. Probably only gonna do about 9.2 miles to the next shelter and leave us out a short day on Sunday. But weather's nice and cool this morning, low 60s, mid 60s. It's gonna be a couple degrees cooler than yesterday, so that'll be a pretty good day. Just kind of give you an idea, this was my hammock I had set up. The hammock's down there, down the hill. Water source at Brown Fort Gap Shelter is way down there in that ravine. So be prepared to climb down. Climb down's easy, climb up, kind of tough, especially after a long day. But plenty of campsites. Not the flattest place in the world, but you can make it work. Shelter's pretty decent sized. There is some campsites down near the water source, but overall solid shelter. All right, just made it back out to the ridge from the shelter. So stayed at Brown Fort Gap Shelter, and our first milestone today is Dakota Gap 2.4, and probably end up at Sassafras Gap Shelter. Looks like 9.1. Far out says 9.3, so I guess we'll figure out who's right. Well, finally made our way down this Dakota Gap, almost. There's the road, and I don't know if we're going over that mountain, but right now it looks like Mount Everest. And I'm not feeling it, but I don't think we are. Made it down to Dakota Gap. Still a lot of construction going on. I don't know the backstory. I don't know if they're widening the road. Looks like they cut the hillside out. Gonna make the road wider, I assume. Still don't have a bridge. Maybe they're gonna put a bridge in one day for hikers. But so far you just cross the road right there and kind of walking right here on the shoulder on the other side of this concrete wall. Not a whole lot of traffic. Heard plenty of cars all morning, but only seen one since I got here. Look like we're gonna go up here and take a little break. I think there's still like a picnic area or something, so it'd be nice to take the pack off after about 2.5 miles. Get some water, snacks, maybe just take a little load off. Looks like a good spot to take a rest to me. All right, just made our initial climb out of Dakota Gap, headed southbound. Biggest thing we're kind of looking for right now is water. There's a water source at Dakota Gap, but it's about a 1/2 mile round trip on a side trail. Neither one of us wanted to go do it, so I got about 3/4 of a liter and just got some gentle, say gentle, just some little up and downs to the next water source in a couple miles, so should be good. We get there, we'll camel up and drink quite a bit and just get refilled. We got once we get water, we have a big climb up to Chioa Bald. I think it's like 1,700 feet over a couple miles. So it's not really that steep, but it's long. It's just a 2-mile climb. So just constantly going up for 2 miles. We just did a constantly going up for 1 mile out of Dakota, and it was fun. When it comes to uphills, I'm just all about slow and steady, just maintaining a very nice steady pace. I'm not trying to run up the hill, because if I start running up the hill, then you got to stop every 15 feet, catch your breath. So I move at a slow enough pace where I just not breathing too hard, heart rate's not too high, and just take it nice and smooth. And we just got up here to the top. We sat up there and got to the top, took a little break for about 5 minutes, drank some water, and just kind of rested after the climb. But kind of running a little ridge, a little saddle up here out of Dakota Gap, and just looking for water now. But still a good day. Weather's pretty good, not too warm yet. I think it's like 11 o'clock. We're about 4 miles in on the day. Done quite a bit of climbing already this morning, so it looks like we'll get a little bit of a break from climbing before we start going up Chioa. Once we get over Chioa, it's just downhill to the shelter. So only got about really a little over 5 miles to the shelter, so plenty of time. Just came back up from the middle of that saddle and made it to the top of Mount Possible. I don't know why it's called that, but it is possible to climb, I will say that. Almost 3,900 feet. Still making our way towards Chioa Bald, about 3.9, and then ultimately Sassafras Gap Shelter tonight, 5.1. So it's only about 11:30. Doing pretty good. Pick up a water source probably here and a mile and a half, I'd say, and get a much needed water resupply and get hydrated for the climb up to Chioa Bald. Just had a little break at Locust Cove Gap or campground, mainly just for water and take a break. Probably there about 45 minutes, but take some nice little rest. There is a water source. It's about 1/10 of a mile on a Blue Blaze trail, and it's straight down, and then guess what? It's straight back up. So anyway, we just had our break. Now we're beginning our climb up to Chioa Bald. About a 2.5 mile climb, 1,600 feet. topping out at a little over 5,000 feet. So last big thing today, and then downhill about a mile, 1.2 miles to the shelter. And boy, I can't wait. All right, still making our way up Chio Bald. Almost a mile up the climb. So we're getting close to halfway. But we're up here pretty good and basically been following a ridge line here for a minute. But yeah, it's not too bad of a climb so far. Just me, I put it in granny gear and just slow down, put one foot in front of the other, and stop every little bit, find a flat spot on the way up, take a little bit of drink of water. But just pushing on along. All right, so we finally made it to the top of Chio Bald. That was a fun climb. In my mind, I hit a lot of false summits. Anyway, I finally got up here. Not as big as a view as I was expecting. It's a very small bald, and there's apparently people camping there. So we sat and chit-chatted for a second, but found a little spot nearby, just kind of taking it easy before we head down to the shelter. But anyway, finally got up here. Look at some pretty nice views for the most part. You can see quite a ways, setting over about 5,000 feet. Taking it easy, getting ate up by bugs at the moment. And get to the shelter, get settled in. Because I am looking forward to dinner and bedtime. All right, guys, we made it to Sassafras Gap Shelter. I made it here about 5:30 after coming down off Chioa Bald. I couldn't wait to get here. I was a little tired. Legs were kind of fatigued. I showed up. I hung my hammock in about 30 seconds. Crawled in and probably slept for about 45 minutes.
It's only 6 o'clock.
It's about 8 o'clock now. Ate dinner, hung the bear bags, and just kind of crawled in for the night. So a little shorter day than yesterday, but still pretty demanding with the climbing. And that kind of wraps up day 2. Tomorrow we got about 7 miles, 99% downhill back to the NOC, where we'll get picked up and we'll call this adventure closed. All right, good morning, everyone. Just packed up camp and left the shelter at Sassafras Gap. Really nice shelter. Good privy, good hammock spots. Water source really close by, big shelter, double decker. So stayed with a few people last night. Had some good conversation, but just had to hike out of the ravine from the shelter. And oh, sorry, whacking people with my trekking poles this morning. If it wasn't for the foliage, probably have a pretty good view up here, but it's nice and cool, breezy, and got about a 7-mile trek. 99% of us downhill, which is probably better than 99% uphill. But probably gonna meet our shuttle driver around 2 o'clock, Bucky. She runs the Rambling Roots Hostel, and see what the day brings. Well, we made it to basically the only uphill we have this morning. About a mile sweating. Just a gentle uphill, about 350 feet. So I'm sitting here at the top, waiting on my hiking partner. And we've got about a 6 mile, a little over 6 mile descent down into the NOC. So some steep sections going down. It's probably gonna take a little time just because it's steep. Going downhill's a little rough on the legs. It's not hard on the lungs, but the legs take a little bit of a beating. But anyway, should be a nice smooth day. Just downhill, take our time. It's nice and cool this morning. The weather's just absolutely fantastic. So looking forward to getting out of here in a little bit. Craving some real good hot food. Maybe a shower. Working our way down. Almost 2.5 miles in. Starting to see some views here. Still making our way down. Just past Wade Sutton Memorial. Took a picture of it there. I'll put in for you. Just stopped there and took a little break coming down. Drank a little bit of water. It's been pretty smooth going, just downhill. Some steep sections there. Stop every now and then, just kind of let the legs rest. When you're a big guy like me, you do a lot of braking. But anyway, we're under 3 miles. Shoot, probably get there another hour and a half or so. Be there pretty early. Either gonna get some food at the NOC or see if our shuttle driver can come get us a little earlier. We told him to, but I think we're gonna knock that time frame out of the park. So anyway, plugging on down, and either way, I'm looking forward to some hot, fresh food, whether that's from the NOC or from any one a number of America's finest drive-thrus. All right, just took a little rest break. Less than 1.5 miles down to the NOC. This trip's coming to a close. Shuttle driver got pushed back a little bit, so when we get down here, probably in about an hour, we're gonna have a couple hours to kill, which is great. Craving some nice cold cola, and I don't know what I'm gonna eat yet. I'm thinking a big cheeseburger, but I'm not sure. But we're almost down to the NOC, knocking out this last 1.5 miles, and we're gonna wrap this thing up. All right, so we're basically at the end. There's a lot of commotion going on. Been passing people going back up, day hiking, but yeah, we're back down here at the NOC, the river. I've been watching. Sometimes I can see people rafting, and yeah, I see all kinds of people in the parking lot. And, man, so wow, yeah, we're done with the hiking part. We're gonna go down here, and we got time to kill. Boy, I'll tell you what, I am hungry, and get some cold drinks. But it's been a fun adventure. But yeah, stay tuned for a minute. I'll go down and see what we got going down on the NOC. I haven't really been here for like 10 years, so and even when I was here, I didn't really experience much of it. But I see the raging river, and I so bad want to go jump in it. Well, we just spent about 2 hours at the NOC. Ate plenty of food, that was for sure. Popular place today. A lot of buses up and down the road. Waiting on a shuttle driver now, and call this adventure closed. Appreciate everyone tuning in, watching. It's the summertime. Don't know how much more I'm gonna get out. It's hot, but we'll see you on the next adventure.